Standard 5 Subject Social Science. In this video, we are going to learn Unit 4 Atmosphere Part 2. Dear children, you have learned solar system. Sun at the center and 8 planets orbiting around the sun. Solar radiation. The sun is the only source of light to all the planets in the solar system. The land, water and air in our planets receives heat from the sun. The earth receives heat energy from the sun in the form of radiation. So it is called as solar radiation. The picture shown greenhouse effects. Sunlight falling on the earth is reflects. It is bounce back like you bounce a ball on the wall or you get the ball. The ball is comes back. Likewise, the sunlight falling on the earth reflected. Next, see the various elements of climate. There are 5 elements of climate: temperature, pressure, wind, clouds, rainfall. Temperature, pressure, wind, clouds, rainfall. Today section we learned temperature, pressure, wind only. Let us see what is temperature. Temperature, degrees of hotness and coldness that can be measured using a thermometer. How the temperature become vary. Land, convection, water, convection, atmosphere, terrestrial radiation. Land. The temperature varies occur in the due to convection. Convection is when the heat moves one object to another object through direct touch. For example, a piece of metal can conduct heat from another piece of metal if they two are touching. So the land is changing temperature because of convection. Next we will see what about water. On water bodies, it is due to convection. Convection occurs when the heat is transferred through the gas or liquid by the harder material moving into the cooler area. Next see how the temperature varies in the atmosphere due to the terrestrial radiation. The radiation emits in the Earth's surface. It is called as the terrestrial radiation. The earth has capacity to reflect the sun rays. The temperature is not same everywhere. You know some places cold and some places are hot. The temperature is vary according to latitude, altitude, distance from the sea, position of mountains or some of the factors that determine the temperature of a place. Let us know the imaginary lines drawn horizontally on the earth's surface from the west to east are called latitudes. The imaginary lines drawn vertically on the earth's surface from the north to south are called longitudes. Both are imaginary line. Latitudes and longitudes help us to locate a place correctly. Let us see the video of latitudes and longitudes.
I am so excited about this trip to Paris.
Yes, we will visit many places and have lots of fun.
To tell the exact location of Paris, we need latitude and longitudes.
Latitudes and longitudes?
Let me see. Let's say this orange represents the Earth. If I draw these lines horizontally on the skin of the orange with a marker dividing it into horizontal slices, these lines will be called parallel of latitudes.
Okay, so these are the parallels of latitude.
Now, if I peel this orange, you will see these lines along the slices.
Yes.
These are meridians of longitudes.
I want to know more about the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude.
Okay, at first we will talk about latitudes. Lines of latitude, also known as parallels, circle the earth from east to west. These lines are same distance apart, about 69 miles. This 69 miles is 1 degree. Each degree is further divided into smaller lines. There are 60 minutes in 1 degree and 60 seconds in 1 minute. The equator lies in the 0 degree, halfway between the North and South Pole. There are several other significant lines of latitude. The Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle to the north of the equator, and
Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle to the south of the equator.
you are absolutely right. And do you know at what degree they lie?
No?
Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree north of equator and Arctic Circle is 66.5 degree north of the equator.
Tropic of Capricorn is 23.5 degrees south of equator and Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south of equator.
You are a fast learner.
Now longitudes.
Okay, now longitudes. Lines that run from north to south on Earth are called meridians of longitudes. These lines are measured same as parallel of latitude in
degrees, minutes and seconds.
absolutely true.
So Ginny, are the meridians of longitude equidistant like the parallels of latitude?
No. Unlike parallel of latitude, the meridians of longitude intersect at the north and south poles.
Okay.
Do you know that the 0 degree meridian passes through Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England?
I did not know that. Next holidays, I am going to Greenwich.
But remember, these are imaginary lines and you cannot actually see one.
Well, thank you for reminding me.
Next we will see what are the heat zones of the earth. Heat zones of the earth is divided into frigid zone, temperate zone and torrid zone, both the northern hemisphere as well as in the southern hemisphere. So on the earth's surface we have heat zones, both frigid zone. You have noticed, children, that the temperature varies from morning to evening. Morning it is pleasant, as it in the noon is become hot. Then again it goes down. Why does heat vary from morning to evening? It is because of the sun rays. The land is divided into various heat zones according to the fall of sun rays on the surface of the earth. The zone between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is called tropical or torrid zone, where the sun rays fall vertically. In the picture, you can find Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. You can see the equator in the middle. So, it is very hot place. The zone between 23.5 degree north to 66.5 degree north latitude and towards the south sides 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree latitude, which receives slanting rays of the sun, is called temperate zone. The zone which receives the extremely slanting rays of the sun and experiences extremely low temperature is called frigid zone. Next elements, pressure. Pressure, when the temperature increases, pressure decreases. And when the temperature decreases, pressure increases. The instrument which is used to measure the pressure of the wind, barometer. Barometer is the instrument which is used to measure the pressure of wind. Anemometer is the instrument which is used to measure the speed of wind. Anemometer is the instrument which is used to measure the speed of wind. Wind vane, the instrument which is used to measure the direction of the wind. Wind vane the instrument which is used to measure the direction of the wind. Wind, the air which moves horizontally from high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. Air never moves in one direction. It differs from place to place and time to time. This is due to the rotation of the earth. Wind energy is a form of renewable energy. Renewable means it can be replaced. Wind turbines converts the kinetic energy into mechanical energy. A generator can convert mechanical energy into the electrical energy. This process causes in the windmill. Next, see the Lu wind. Lu is a strong, dusty, hot and dry summer wind which blows over the northwestern India during the months of May and June. That is called as a Lu wind. Lu wind is a strong, dusty, hot and dry summer wind which blows over the northwestern India during the months of May and June. That is called as a Lu wind. Let's see the different types of wind. Wind can be divided into different types. Planetary wind, monsoon wind, sea breeze, land breeze, local wind, jet streams, cyclone, hurricane. Planetary wind, monsoon wind, divided into northeast monsoon and southwest monsoon wind. Sea breeze, land breeze, local wind, jet streams, cyclone, hurricane. Planetary wind. Planetary wind is the wind that blows in the same direction throughout the air. It is called as a planetary wind. Next, see the monsoon wind. The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word meaning mausim, means the season. Monsoon wind is a seasonal wind. There are two types of monsoon wind in India. The southwest monsoon wind and the northeast monsoon wind. You can see in the picture. Southwest monsoon wind known as summer wind, which blows from sea to land, whereas northeast monsoon wind blows from land to sea. Next, see the sea breeze. Sea breeze blows from sea to land in the evening. Throughout the day, the land gets heat up compared to the sea, so the warm up form in the clouds. Land breeze. Land breeze blows from land to sea in the morning. The land is cooled down and ocean is warm compared to the land, so the air blows from the earth's surface. Next, see the local wind. Local wind affects the weather. We have warm local wind in northwest India. Example, Lu. And the cool local wind in northeast India. Example, nor'westers. Next, see the jet streams. Air currents in the upper layers of atmosphere is known as jet streams. It could determine the arrival of departure of monsoon winds in India. Cyclone, hurricane. Cyclone changes its position and direction with the time to time. The speed of wind also changes with the time. It gives heavy rainfall. Dear children, what are they learned in the video? We learned about solar radiation and we learned elements of climate. What are the elements of climate? Temperature, pressure, wind, clouds and rainfall. We learned only temperature, pressure, wind and learned different types of wind. Remaining elements of climate, clouds and rainfall seen in the next video. Thank you.